Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for April 23rd, 2025. We have an Empires and Corn Guilds kingdom here. And I'm not seeing any trashing. There is some powerful payload stuff, though. So we've got Horn of Plenty and Groundskeeper and Triumph. It's a lot of stuff. What's the Ferryman card? Oh, castles? Oh, okay. That's not very appealing in general, but at some point it could be. Right. So I guess I don't want to get a bunch of city quarters and encampments and other action cards, and then we're going to need some villas. It's only plus Y, as well as the horns. I'm wondering about opening Young Witch, just because we like the curses are pretty bad here without the ability to trash them, and there are good cheap cards to buy, and there's also there's farm hands to decollide terminals or set aside, if the young witch draws something dead. Not normally a big fan of that, but there's going to be a lot of junk to sift through. There's also Arena. Yeah, I think I'm pretty convinced, actually. On which, all right. If they get 1-2, for which reason, I think I will go ahead and take Settlers. It's, all right, well, I'm not going to see it right time this time, that's for sure. Just go ahead and take another one, and then we trigger a shuffle, and if they don't play their Young Witch, well, if we see our Young Witch, we trigger a shuffle, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think I will. All right, good. We're guaranteed to have a Settlers on top for our when they're presumably going to play theirs. So now we could just go ahead and take a farm hands, even though we don't have anything to set aside. Take another Settlers. We could go ahead and take an encampment, and just try to hit enough money for gold or something, so we can start keeping encampments. Next turn, we're going to play one Settlers, and then probably discard the other with Arena. I mean, I guess the other thing we could do is take another Settlers, and then we can play both of them, and know that we have Settlers Young Witch top decked most likely. I guess. Jester. Okay. Yeah, and then we have a chance to hit 5 here, which, I mean, isn't actually that exciting at this point, but it's fine. All right. I think we go ahead and take a horn. I mean, even horning for 2 costs is pretty good. Oh. But yeah, I kind of didn't mention Villa as another way to deal with Young Witch. or like the terminal part, I mean. Let's go ahead and do that. And do we want another settlers, or do we want an encampment now? Could also consider an enchantress. I mean, now that they have the jester, the settlers actually looks relatively even better, just because we're going to end up with more copper. Having access to bustling village is not bad either with all the settlers. Wouldn't be the first priority though. I mean, I guess it could be. Yeah, why not? Just go all in. Alright, well, I guess we're going to get 2 encampments here. So we play encampment first, and if we see Young Witch, then we can pick up copper. No such luck. Just draw all the, the settlers with no Young Witch. Okay. We could take another Young Witch, as they have done. They don't have so many settlers, and we can make use of the picking the copper back up stuff, as I mentioned. So yeah, that seems reasonable. Dang it! What's up with that? Also, there's no 2 cost for us to gain right now. What the heck? I think I'm going to take an enchantress. Oh, really? Okay, do we want plunder or do we want bustling village? Might actually want to take the plunder because of the encampment thing. And then get bustling village after that. Yeah, 1 plunder. And then I guess we can take another enchantress. Wait, how do they have 8 VP chips? Haven't I discarded 2? Oh, we're pigged? Alright, I'm gonna give them another curse. Let's pick up encampment. Alright, I think bustling village is probably better than second plunder. Not entirely clear. Like being able to pick up those settlers is really nice, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get the bustling village. Okay, we can definitely get a villa here, so... Although, should we do that before we trigger the shuffle? Maybe... Because we get a horn for villa if we need to, if we play... Huh. Or we could... Well, We play everything, we're gonna just end up discarding... We buy the villa. It's like we could put something into our shuffle with horn. But... It could even be a 5 cost, but we have to play all of our coins, and then we play the Young Witch, and then we have to immediately discard whatever we draw. So it's like, don't know if that makes sense. It might. Like, what if we just take a farmhands instead? Or if we go, so we play Enchantress, all of our stuff, we buy farmhands, set aside the Young Witch, and then we horn for probably another Bustling Village? I think that's what I want to do. Oh, Bustling Village counts as a Bane, too. I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, good. We can get another encampment this turn. Oh, the Young Witch got pigged. Fine. I'd rather try to keep the encampment than worry. Well, we only have one other Young Witch down there anyway. Hey! So, do we want Villa encampment, or... Huh. I mean, we don't have any plus buy in our deck right now. If we put a Villa into our deck, then we have plus buy, which is nice to have. It'd be nice to see the horn. I guess we'll do Villa encampment. Okay. Can't take advantage of all this crap, unfortunately. Do we trigger the shuffle? There's a lot of junk that'd be missing in the shuffle. So I'm gonna say yes. What do you feel about just grabbing a couple more plunders? Or... Need more draw. It's hard to get. Maybe like a plunder and a bustling village. Bustling villages draw, basically, for us. Oh, we don't have a settlers in or a bustling village in hand. What the heck? Oh, so bad. I guess once again we'll go ahead and trigger the shuffle. There's a lot. This is much less advantageous, though. Maybe not. But what do we buy on 2? If I had 4 coins, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll set aside something and. Or 3. We have 3. Alright, let's... guess take the last plunder. Points do seem nice. I'd like to get more enchantresses. Damn it! That Jester has done more work than it should have. All right, all right. Oh god, I did not realize how low piles were because the curses are so low. Okay, hold on. We should do a triumph thing here. We gain Ferryman. That's 2 cards. We buy Villa. We buy Villa. We have 2 coins left, and then we buy Triumph. I think that's what we do. We're pigged? What's more important here? The duration draw or the getting stuff going this turn? Oh... Probably the duration draw. We have debt. I guess we should, like, turn that off just in case we wanted to... What did they do? They bought a Villa Province estate and triumphed? Dang. This is way better than I would have expected them to be able to do. Yeah, we're not at the point where we want to put the encampment back or anything, but... I guess there's no reason to do this. Not really. But I'm doing it anyway. Alright. Pop the horn for a province. Oh, we're down to 2 bustling villages. Oh, man. We just don't have any plus buy. If we did... Wait, there's only 3 villas left. Okay, okay, hold on. We have 1 debt. We have 7 coins. If we gain a villa... We have... Let me just do it and see what happens. Like, other than... It's not something that we can't undo. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this should win. By 1 coin. Oh, 2. Or coin. Point. 2 points. Why was it 2 points? It's plus 5. It said plus 4. Wait, does it really not account for the fact that you're going to get... Like, that's so silly. Like, I stopped counting because I noticed there was a counter on this, but then, like... why would... Like, obviously, you can't... Like, get the points if you don't gain the estate, so you... It doesn't... Ah! That's so silly. Alright, so we gained... Yeah, we gained 3 villas... and bought an estate, and then we triumphed and gained another estate. So that makes sense. Like, that it's 5. I just... The UI, like, why? Does that mean if, like... Yeah, you... Okay, I'm too... I'm too perplexed for words. I'm like, this is so obviously incorrect that I can't even... explain it. What the heck? Anyway, yeah, so that game was gross. I was hoping that we could do a little bit more deck control than that. I guess we just, it was... like if Young Witch and Jester weren't on the board, I think we probably could have. Like, we could have gotten more Enchantresses and like then eventually gotten some city quarters, but the Jester was doing some work and like taking all this Settlers and Bustling Village because it defended against Young Witch meant that we weren't improving our deck as much as we might have otherwise. So yeah, not a great situation for our deck control, and then that meant that, of course, it never really made sense to take like Groundskeepers either. And yeah, I don't know. It would have been, I think I would have had more fun with the board if it had been like at least removed one of these or had a Trasher. I mean, it wasn't like terrible or anything, but I just would have liked to be able to do more. And having, something that tweaks it a little bit in that direction would have been nice. Like if the curses hadn't run, I guess Bustling Villages and Estates were both low anyway, so maybe that doesn't make a huge difference. But it would have made some difference. Wait, the fact that how many villas did they have? 4. So we gained a bunch of villas on the last turn, but 1, 2. Wait, only 2. That can't be right. Horn. Oh wait, 3. Yeah, it was only 3 villas. Yeah, that's. So we had 3 villas, but we had just like gained. Oh, and they gestured into a villa. I see. Okay, that was unlikely. Didn't have that many, but yeah, like I guess I feel like they took more villas than their deck needed. Like they had 3 Young Witches, 3 Enchantresses, and a Jester, and then 4 villas with 3 encampments. Yeah, I don't know. In the end, they did take more curses, and they gave me 1 copper, but they bought a silver, so from that perspective, is like we were pretty even though they had the Jester, because I had like all this Young Witch defense, and I was like giving them. I was a little bit ahead, right? Because I won the curse split. Because they were not as well defended. Yeah. So I feel fine about not having taken Jester. The Jester was still annoying, but like I guess I would rather be giving out curses than coppers, and mostly Jester is going to give out curses or coppers. Mostly it should be giving out coppers until you put some curses in the opponent's deck, because like 3 estates versus 7 coppers. But and then obviously sometimes it gains a card. That part is like, it's potentially good, but there's a lot of ways for it not to be, right? Like you reveal encampment, there's no encampments left. You reveal settlers, there's no settlers left. You you reveal plunder, there's encampment on top. Like there's a lot of ways for that not to work out. So you revealed the card that they gained with Ferryman, I guess. So except that in this particular case, that would give a curse, but but yeah, the odds of Jester gaining you a useful card are pretty low in general. So I'd rather have the Horn and just definitely be able to do it, even though I did have that one turn where I had there were no settlers or encampments to gain and I didn't get to play the Horn. But yeah, I mean, it was still a close game though. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.